Welcome everybody to a very special first impressions video. This is World of Warships. My name is Maxwell and we're just going to get straight into the game. So this is going to be just a very quick first impressions video. I'm going to get a more substantial video done over the weekend, but as people who follow me know that I'm incredibly busy at the moment, so this is going to have to suffice for now. It's going to be a first look at the game, my first impressions of it, and yeah. And we're going to jump straight in. So this is the interface. You can see right away. That's obviously the you hit tab and that brings that up. You saw me using autopilot earlier. If you hit M to bring your larger map up, you can just navigate where you want. You can head into sniper view with a normal shift button. If you've played World of Tanks at all, then you'll generally know what you're doing. This isn't really going to be a tactics video though. It's just going to be an overview. And do remember, right off the bat, I just want to say that this is closed beta, so absolutely none of this will be indicative of what the finished product will look like and how polished the finished product will look. Obviously, the overall feel of the game and the way that it plays and the way that it handles is pretty much set in stone, but some of the looks and the effects and some of the bugs that you may see will obviously get ironed out and will change as we move forward. So just bear in mind always that this is a closed beta. So this is just tier 1, the first ship that you get. One thing I do want to quickly say is the progression in this seems to be incredibly slowed down. Like, if you have a fantastic game in a tier 1 tank in World of Tanks, you can be out of that tier and halfway through tier 2 in your first battle. This is about my 4th or 5th battle, and I've only just finished upgrading the ship. I'm now saving on my way to tier 2. But where are my manners? I did forget to mention something that is obviously in the title of this video, that I do have some closed beta keys to give away. The way I'm going to do that is, what I want you to do is just leave a comment on this video. You don't have to say anything particularly intelligent, cogent, or to the point. Just leave a comment. You can just put a number 1 in there if you want. Just anything. Just leave your mark. And I will randomly select 5 people to get a World of Warships closed beta invite key. There are a few caveats that go with that. Well, not caveats, but words of warning I need to give you. I will send you a website address along with your beta code. You need to go to that specific website address once you're logged in on the World of Warships portal. Make sure you're in your correct region and then put your code in. If you try and redeem the code through the World of Tanks portal or the World of Warships portal, the website will eat your code, burn it, and you'll get nothing in return. And I won't be able to refund you. That is your lot. So make sure you go to the website address that I send you. That's way out of range. The good thing is you can't zoom. When you zoom in on this game, it lets you know if you're out of range or not. And so you can tell whether it's worth firing like there. That's as close as I can get to that guy. So that's obviously the extent of my range. So what I'll do is I'll pick 5 people at random from the comment section, and I will send you messages on YouTube, and I will give 5 people closed beta invite keys and instructions on how to use them for World of Warships. So onto the game. Straight away you can see it looks pretty gorgeous. It's fairly nice looking, especially for a beta game. It handles obviously slow and sluggish compared to World of Tanks because of how big these ships are. But and aiming, you can see you really do have to lead your target. But the crosshairs on this are pretty damn fantastic. As you can see, I'm landing shots on this guy just by leading him using the little markers on the reticule there. You can really, as you can see, just correcting the aim a little bit there, and I think I hit 2 or 3 out of 4 shots there. You can see at the bottom above your shell selector is how many of your guns are on target and how many of them you have fired. One click is one shoot, or you can just hold down the mouse button. I think I'm a little bit out there. So he's pulled away and driving out of my range, so I decided to switch targets here to this second ship. It's a little bit easier. You can see my commander telling me that my destination has been reached because I was using autopilot. It's just a lot easier to use autopilot and get somewhere and then just concentrate on firing. See, we've set that guy on fire. So what they've done is they've taken the ribbon system from World of Tanks Xbox 360, which I actually quite liked. I like the ribbon system. You can see them building up in the top right-hand corner, which just builds to a crescendo of awesomeness. It's kind of the reason that I like to edit in the medals that you get in World of Tanks as you get them. If you've watched any of my World of Tanks replay videos, so I just think it's nice visceral feedback when you do something awesome. You can see the target hits just building there, and the amount of times you set someone on fire, all just building. So what I found is nice is a good tactic to do in this game is keep your distance, at least to begin with. He gets destroyed before my shells land, but they would have landed. Is keep your distance early on. As you see, I start taking hits here from the left, from the right, and from the left. So I hit full speed to try and throw them off. As you can see, there's guys over to the left here, so I'm going to switch my target focus here. A good way of avoiding fire is obviously to switch speeds, so they can't really predict your motion, and also to change direction, which you're going to see this guy doing here. He's going to be weaving in and out of direction. You can see in the bottom there, next to the shell selector, you have a repair kit and a firefighting kit. That's multiple use. You can use it multiple times. It does just have a cooldown. It can't fix everything, like it won't fix your hit points, but it will fix critical hit systems. So things like if your steering breaks and stuff. Now that was a massive hit on him. For some reason, he's sat in the middle of the open stop. I think what he's probably doing is firing torpedoes. As you can see, I take a huge hit from torpedoes there. You lose half my hit points. Torpedoes really wreck your face in this game, and you don't see them until they come closer. So that's the reason he was sat still in the middle of nowhere. And here there's some more torpedoes coming, so I quickly tried to bear to the right, using a little bit of speed, and luckily those torpedoes go either side of me without doing any damage, and then I'm able to fantastically sink that destroyer. Now there is another cruiser in the back there, and I'm looking a little bit worse for wear, and he's on 100% hit points. So the idea here is I'm going to try and straighten my ship up. I'll only be able to fire 2 guns at him rather than all 4 of them, but I will be a smaller target. It looks like he's got the same idea and doing the same thing, but still trying to keep more of his guns on target. I do manage to get a critical. I like the way it flashes up with what you've critical. As you saw, there was a little picture of his gun as I scored a critical hit on his gun there, and the fire caused a little bit of a critical hit on his steering. He comes in for the ram, so I'm going to angle my ship to the right, and hopefully he's going to miss. We fly past each other, and thank God for me, I do have an ally on the other side of this little island, and there's another one to the right here. You can hear the sirens going off as I'm about to crash into the shore there. You can see the shoreline looming into view, so I hit full reverse and start to try and bring my guns to bear, my rear guns to bear on this guy. I think what he's done is he's gone past me and then expected me to crash into the shore, so he started to focus on somebody else. I've been able to use that to my advantage, and I could fire my rear guns at him, try and take him out. I'm trying to straighten myself up so I can bring all 4 guns to bear, which I am able to do. One more volley. I think I do pick the kill up on this ship, which is pretty damn lucky. I was able to survive that encounter with only about 3,000 hit points. And as you can see, I get 2 kills, decent amount of hits, decent amount of fire damage caused, and a decent amount of criticals. Still getting the warning that I'm going to crash into the shore there, but I am going to steer to the left. You can see some friendly torpedoes streaking through the water there, along with some enemy torpedoes. They're indicated by the little triangles. But that is pretty much going to be it for the game. You can see that cruiser in the distance there is going to fall any moment, and the other one is just a little bit too far away for me to get in and do anything. So that's pretty much it for this battle. But as you can see, the look of this game is absolutely beautiful. I try and have a little shot at them there, but the arc of the cannons aren't quite high enough to get over the island there. Actually, do I land a shot on this guy? That's extreme range, so if any of those land, there you go, 364 damage. So one thing I can see is this game has massive opportunity for people who are skillful and good at predicting distances and predicting motion. People are going to have a field day with this game, and they're going to be able to absolutely wreck people. Now he's on the very extreme of my range here, and I'm going to try and get some predictive shots in. I think they... oh no, I land 1. So people who are good at this kind of thing are going to have a field day, and they're just going to absolutely wreck people. And that is the end of that battle. So we have a look at the score screen. Straight away you can see the ribbons on the left, your credits received and your experience. You can head back to port, and we can take a look at the team score. As you see, that was actually a tier 5 battle, and I was in a tier 1 ship, but I was able to come second, which I'm happy about. And that is the enemy team there. And if we have a look at a detailed report, it tells you how much damage we did, what we did to each individual ship, and a little bit more information there with secondary shot shells and torpedoes and aircraft that we don't have any of. And this is the port. We'll take a very quick look here, but like I said, this is just a first impressions video, so I don't want to go too in-depth. I will be doing a more in-depth video over the weekend that should be with you on Monday or Tuesday. So that's your port where you can look at your beautiful ships. This is your profile. It looks like there's some kind of experience system here. As you can see, as you gain levels, you will unlock different features. You don't unlock free XP until you're level 4. And you don't unlock crew until you're level 5. And level 6 you unlock a whole bunch of stuff. And that is about it for now. It looks like there's missions in this. We'll head back to port. Again, looks beautiful. You can check your experience. You can head to modules, and this is where you upgrade your ship. You can buy extra hull, you can buy extra cannons, that kind of thing for your ship. And then you can move on to buying the next ship. As I was saying about progression, you can see that a ship costs about 14 to 1600 XP to move on. And in that battle there, I only got 330. So you can see progression is going to take a while. So, that's going to be it for my very quick first impressions video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave me a like. And if you're not already, definitely think about hitting that subscribe button, because there is going to be a lot more World of Warships content to come. And don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section below, because I'll be choosing 5 random comments to receive World of Warships closed beta invite keys. So, thanks very much. I've been Maxwell. This has been World of Warships First Impressions, and I'll catch you guys next time.